It's like it shows your talent when it comes to writing. Even though it's a short story, you've
very
shown
short.
Yeah, you've shown talent. You have to hone it. You have to develop it. You know, you never know where it could take you. Look at me, I'm doing a podcast like a jackass. Hey yo.
I write from time
This
to time.
is not a talent at all, but I'm trying to hone the shit out of it. Okay, it's gonna be my intro. Boom, 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 boom.
Go-
Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's been a while since we do this together. How are you doing, honey?
Hey, I'm good. I have strawberries with chocolate, so I'm happy as can be.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, honestly.
It's kind of late, and it's Monday, but it's been a long weekend.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepless nights, extremely early mornings.
Yeah. I just want to take a little bit of time before we go ahead with the episode. This is episode 15. Excuse me. I just want to thank you, everybody who's downloaded the podcast, who's listening constantly. I really appreciate everybody who's takes from their time to give me that download and help me out with that stuff. I also want to remind everybody that we have a Facebook page. So if you're listening to the podcast, look us up on Facebook. It's called Chemical Imbalance Podcast. You can hit us a like over there. Just leave a comment or something, so we know that this is working. You know, because I want to make a little experiment. We also have a Twitter. You can find Chemical Imbalance Podcast on Twitter too.
It's the same name everywhere, the same picture everywhere, so we're very easy to find.
Yeah, it's very simple, and that helps a lot, guys. So I would really appreciate it if you just take a little bit of your time and just go there and just give us a follow. Also on YouTube too. You can find us Chemical Imbalance Podcast again, the same thing.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for listening to us. I know sometimes we talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But thank you for putting up with us.
Yeah, I really appreciate everybody. It's been 2 months and we're averaging about 70 downloads. I think that's insane. I think that's really cool and really good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I really never expected to even get like 10 downloads, really.
You see, sometimes you just have to push forward and stay positive, as scary as it may be, as difficult as it may seem to actually be possible.
Yeah.
Good things happen. It's just, it takes time. I know patience is not easy to come by.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to the international listeners. I know that we have a few that are from, especially Poland, because Jan was in the podcast last episode. So if anybody from Poland is listening, shout out to you guys. Thank you for all the downloads that you guys gave me this week. Also from France, we had some people from France, the UK.
It's so
and
crazy.
Australia. So yeah, so everybody who's showing me some love from everywhere around the world, which is crazy. I never thought anybody from around the world would listen to me.
Yeah, we thought it was just gonna be a few states and Puerto Rico, because well, we weren't expecting much. So we feel very blessed.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
It's crazy when you look at the analytics and you see the map that it says Australia, like the other part of the world. I don't even know anybody from
over there.
Maybe somebody that knows me is in Australia. Maybe, I don't know, and that's how they found me.
You never know, but at the same time, stay positive that maybe it's somebody that doesn't know you, and hey, they're listening to you.
No, I'm not.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Come on, dude. I'm just trying to give thanks to everybody, really, and I really appreciate all the downloads and all the follows and everything that you guys have provided us as of now.
Yeah, it's amazing. Again, thank you guys very much.
Yeah, I really want to get more guests for you guys, so to have more like
different variety of themes. You mean?
Yeah. Just like have different conversations with different people. You know, give something different to the people that are listening. I know that last episode got 30 downloads alone. So, granted, it was because probably Jan put it out there a little bit more, but. It's good.
Just know people just don't want to listen to me.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's more like when they see a guest, like, it validates you as a podcaster, I think.
It is different.
Yeah. Like, not validates you, but people take you more for real or whatever. That's what I think it is.
Sure.
What do you think?
I don't know. I just think having guests is just expanding, the horizons about the themes you can actually talk about. Because we are very limited in the things we know, but adding a guest is adding something completely different.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Maybe that's it. Because you guys talked about quite a few things that if you were talking with me, we would, not that we would never talk about it, but it's not something we normally talk about. So I don't think it's
like, especially what I want to bring up today is something that we've never even talked about before.
Ooh.
So yeah, having a guest, it's amazing, really. It's a very fun experience. Jan was like my first.
Your first?
My first Jan. I apologize, Jan, for that.
Wait.
Shout out to Jan again. He's the GOAT.
Wasn't your first like the guys?
Yeah, no, but that's different because Jan was the first in-house guest that
Fair
we
enough.
actually had face-to-face, microphone, in front of us and like have a real conversation. Not over the internet, which is different and
not the best audio quality.
Yeah, the audio quality of that episode was it was just really an experiment. Like,
yeah. Ooh.
What?
It's something completely different from what you were saying. I just thought
random names by.
Sorry, I was just thinking after you and John stopped filming, we went to eat. And
oh yeah.
It was such an amazing restaurant. It was really good food. The thing is, the restaurant is what 7-10 minutes walking from our house.
Yeah.
And we've talked about going there like 4 or 5 times
forever, dude. Like,
and we never actually went.
Yeah, you watched Mike Chen, and since you saw that, he was right here pretty much. Like, he went to dinner over here where we were. You wanted to go, but
yeah,
I guess we never
he's
did.
a YouTuber that has quite a few Facebook pages. The Facebook, oh my god,
Facebook pages.
Brain fart.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, shut up. No, I was
Mike Chen, sir, you have too many Facebook pages.
Up.
Delete.
I was talking about YouTube, like different YouTube contents.
I know.
But the where I saw it was the one that's called Simply Dumpling.
That's one of his?
Yeah, that's one of the ones where he talks mostly about food, and he comes to Flushing a lot and eats at different Asian restaurants. And so I saw that a long time ago, almost a year ago, and I always wanted to go there, but we never actually went, and we've had so many opportunities. And it wasn't until Yang came here, you guys stopped, and he wanted to try something different, because come on, fast food. When you live so close to many Asian restaurants, and we said, okay, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was really good.
And very different because we've never tried
a Chinese barbecue before.
Yeah. And there was lamb. I thought you weren't going to like the lamb.
Well, I'm trying to expand the palate a little bit, trying to eat different stuff. And
no, I know, but it still surprised me. And the food.
Yeah, really.
Everything was good.
Honestly, I thought it was going to taste like that one time I think I ate goat or something. It tasted so bad.
So, I don't know what you're talking about, but
no, it was my mom who made that dinner like a lot of years ago. So
hopefully she won't hear this.
Hopefully she does.
Oh God.
Come on, man. She needs to fucking give me some love. She needs to help me.
Yeah, but once she hears about you dissing her food.
Well, I don't care, dude. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say it. It's fine.
Yeah,
she cooks very good. Like,
well, she is technically a chef.
To give her a little bit of a pass, she was starting off. She took some courses in the island about cooking and all that stuff, and I think that's when she was starting to do experiments and stuff like that. So maybe it was a failed experiment. I don't know, and I got scarred for life with goats and lamb.
Sure, if you say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if I should say this, but you're very picky with food.
Shit. exposed.
I'm not trying to, but we were talking about food, and
Yeah.
you are kind of picky. It's actually amazing how you've expanded your palate since I've known you.
Yeah, I basically lived off white rice and chicken breast. That's it.
No, and salmon.
Oh, salmon, a little bit of salmon.
It was
yeah.
those three things, nothing else.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but you've expanded that palate a lot.
Well, I mean, granted, I don't like to cook at all. I hate the kitchen.
Oh yeah, but it's with a passion. It's annoying at times.
Expose? Are you gonna keep exposing me, woman?
For today, maybe not. We can leave it for another day.
Come on, dude. You gotta help me, not go against me. Oh.
It's never against you. It's always with love. But it's kind of funny from time to time.
Yeah, but it's very true. I hate the kitchen. I don't like to spend time in there. I go the minimum amount of time that I can. I just go in and out, do what I have to do, get some water, some whatever, and get the fuck out. I don't like to be in the kitchen. I avoid it at all costs.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
there are days where you don't even
I don't even touch the kitchen. No.
It's crazy.
I don't know, man. It's like, why would you like to cook? What is fun about cooking?
You know, there's so many chefs out there that love cooking.
Especially in your family.
Yeah, I don't know why. Everybody in my family loves cooking and food, and all we know is restaurants.
Yeah, I hope your sister hears this, because I know she doesn't like to cook too. She's on my team.
Well, she cooks. It's just,
well, yeah, I guess
she cooks, but she's lazy as fuck.
Well, at least she cooks. I don't like to cook. I'd rather be broke than cook. I'd rather spend all my money than cook. You know this.
Yeah, I know this. It's something you live by.
It's my code. Dude,
it's
I don't know
code.
why. Yeah, I've always been like that. When I was living in the island again, I spent a lot of money in food because I didn't. When I cooked if I had like 5 people in my house. Like one day and that's it. No more.
Yeah, I remember we did a few parties at your house. And you weren't even the one cooking.
No. People cooked at my house and my parties.
Yeah. So amazing. So amazing guests.
No, I suck. Fuck it. I mean, what can you do, man? There's some stuff that you don't like
yeah, definitely.
There's no way you can change that. I mean, it's just human nature.
Not everything's for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, you've grown to love it, though.
I wouldn't say love it.
You want to move this?
No, I'll move this one.
Yeah, you can hear it in the mic. We can hear it. She's moving the microphone.
Sorry, guys. Just keep talking, distract them while I...
Don't listen to that sound, please.
Oh my god, you're the worst.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's part of the experience.
Yep. So
you're so touchy, bro.
Okay, sorry. I wouldn't say that I completely love cooking. I just love food.
Yeah, you love food with a passion.
Way too much.
Dude, I'm gonna expose you right here.
What?
Expose, baby. I'm sorry.
What can you expose?
I'm gonna expose your fucking food blogs all day.
What food? What food blogs? What are you talking about?
Well, go to YouTube, go to Mike Shin, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. And then if he fucking ever listens to me,
that's not the only.
Shout out me out, Mike Shin. I'm giving you too much promotion, bitch.
No, that's not the only person I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah, you watch a lot of food blogs and the guys from Disney.
Yes.
You love that shit.
Yeah, I love amusement parks. I love food. I love books, fantasy, and conspiracies.
Yeah, conspiracies are fun. We were talking a bit of that with Jan. I think we mentioned some, but we never went deep.
Because if you go deep, it's just a black hole. Oof. Conspiracies is a black hole. That's the best way I can describe it.
I want to do an episode of that. Just like research one.
Yeah, it's going to take a whole episode.
Let's say like Operation Paperclip. I mean, that's well documented, but I don't know if a lot of people know about it. Probably they do.
it could go either way, because personally I didn't know until you told me.
So yeah, I want to like do a good research on that shit and like have the number of Nazis that came over.
Hey, we can
over
always
here and all that stuff.
Oh, I know something we can do.
What?
For the future, maybe once a month, we can do a conspiracy episode.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's that. As I said, that's a black hole. There's so many things
Pick
we
one.
can.
If anybody is interested in listening to that,
let us know.
Let us know, please. Just leave a comment or just say or just like it. Even that liking the podcast.
Yeah,
or the video.
just that lets us know that you're actually interested in it. And if there's something you want us to talk about in particular, let us know so we can research it, because we don't want to do a bad job at that. It's going to take hours. It's going to take a few days of actual research. I'm probably going to read a lot, and you're going to watch videos all the time, so we can have all the information for you guys.
Yeah, well, not all the information.
The information we can give, that we find. Everything that's to our capabilities.
Yeah. By no means we're fucking researchers or bullshit like that.
No, we're just people that like conspiracies.
Yeah. So
as easy as that.
Yeah, we can't give you guys professional accounts.
Never, not at all. We can probably just tell you, hey, watch this documentary, this docuseries, because watch these videos. That's one of the best things we can tell you, so you can see actual researchers and actual people that know what the fuck they're talking about. But
yeah,
we just like these things. We just
and then we put it on the internet like, look at these two motherfucking experts, quote unquote. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Get the fuck out of here. No, but it will be very, very fun just to have a conversation about it.
Yeah, it's an experiment.
Yeah, we could do it regardless. I mean, it's just for the fuck of it.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, depending how we're going to, talk about it and have for that, we actually have to have everything written down. Yeah. So we can give a shit ton of information without missing anything. And if there's timelines, we do not want to mess that up. Because it's going to fuck us up very bad.
No, but you're good writing stuff down and with spreadsheets like that. It'll be fine.
I like taking notes.
Yeah, Pam Beasley.
Oh, shut up. Not everybody watches The Office.
Everybody who hasn't watched The Office, go watch it.
You should.
It's really good.
Yeah.
We're obsessed with that show. We got to stop, dude.
We are, but it's so worth it. But just to let you know, if you haven't watched it, push through season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And after you finish, watch season 1 again. You will get it.
Yeah, well, if episode 2 cracks you up like you like it, it's gonna be a good. You're gonna love the series because it's just like that.
No,
the second episode is a really diversity day.
It's a very good episode, but if you think back at the first time
we saw it,
we weren't very impressed.
Yeah,
because we're still with a mentality that's going too far. That's horrible. And after watching it again, that's when we actually started understanding, because we, by that time, knew the characters.
Yeah.
So we understood it better. And by this time, we've seen that series from beginning to end. Oof. How many times?
Between me and you, probably more than 50 times.
Probably. And with all those times, there's one episode I've only seen once, and I cannot put myself... Yes, I cannot put myself through that episode ever. It's so cringy. So horrible.
Yeah,
and people are talking about Phyllis's wedding episode being cringy, and some people not even being able to watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Michael is really cringy in that episode.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I can actually see it. I enjoy that episode.
Yeah. I can see it too. I don't mind it.
But Scott Stotts.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Oh, sorry.
Damn.
We'll delete that.
No, I'm going to leave that there.
Sorry. Oh, I'm horrible.
Too much the office for you, woman?
Yes, I'm going to shut up now.
It's fine. So let's segue. I want to segue into... I don't really want to talk about it, but I got to say... I'm just going to say this.
Yeah.
Just my prayers to everybody who died in the helicopter crash who killed Kobe and his girl, the pilot, everybody. I mean...
Yeah, the condolences to the families.
That's a really bad segue, but I mean...
Yeah, we're
it has
sorry.
to be said.
It's just... You guys know we like to end on a positive note. I am sorry we began on a positive note.
Yeah, but we're going to go back to...
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster.
Yeah, but the thing is, it has to be said because we grew up watching him play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And now being parents, seeing the tragedy that happened, father and daughter, and then a couple and their daughter, and they were all, going to the... what's it called? Mamba?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just move past that. I don't want to keep talking about it.
Our condolences to all of the families. It must not be... It's not easy. Like, we're parents. We know it's got to be hard, but, prayers and condolences. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
So... let's change it.
Yeah, I just needed to say that because, it touched me a little bit and that's it. I just don't want to expand into it. A lot of people are using that for views and shit like that. I'm not even going to put it on the thumbnail. This is coming out of my heart, because it's something that marked me. Anyway, let's segue to the fucking thing that I was looking at. I was looking on the internet for fucking bullshit, like something we could talk about, because I always want to look for some news, something different, and I found something very, very interesting.
What?
And we were talking about we were talking about this in the other podcast. So that it's in CNN Health. It says psychedelics, can getting high improve your mental health? So
you always find these types of
it's fucking
reports. I know, but it's like you try to find something different and you go back to these researches
because it's so interesting to me. Like,
okay, so
it's not that it's so different because I like you know how I am.
I understand.
I'm very opposite to trends and shit like that.
Yeah. So what did you find?
So it's basically a study. Well, not a study. It's like it gives you information. I'm gonna link it too. So it just recounts the golden era when they're like researching all this shit back in the 60s and all that like that. When then and Nixon like signed the law that it was illegal and all that stuff, and they stopped the research. Excuse me. And then now it's picking back up because they're testing it on a lot of different people. They're testing it on people with PTSD, like severe. Found that 68% have positive impact on. After 1 year, they're like they don't have any more symptoms.
Yeah, but that's with very small doses, right?
No, that's with MDMA, which is ecstasy. Okay. That's different. That's a different thing.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna link it. I just want to brush it by you because I know. I just want to get. We never talked about this. That's what I want to, because we never talk about psychedelics and shit like that.
No, we're very mainstream, safe.
Who, you?
Yeah. Honestly, I just don't talk about things I don't know because I don't want to seem...
Well, that's what I want to talk about because I don't know shit. I just want to know.
Okay, then you're going to open the conversation.
Well, I'm just asking what you think about all that. Like, is it good? I mean, like, do you think it's a good thing that if science is going this way, like exploring psychedelics? Like,
oh, definitely. If no matter what, if it has a good impact on a person, I think they should go for it. Obviously, there's still so many different research they have to do to make sure it's safe. Because, some people just overdose or...
I don't think you can overdose on psychedelics.
See, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But drugs are drugs.
Well, that's the problem. People think that our psychedelics are like hardcore drugs, which are they're not really.
That's the thing. That's misconception because we don't know. We're not.
Don't get me wrong. It's a hardcore experience that you're gonna get, but it's not gonna get you addicted as a different drug, like maybe cocaine. No, not even. I don't know. I've never done cocaine.
Good.
No, but like a drug like crack or something like that gets you addicted.
I understand, but that's the thing. Since I don't know much about drugs, I don't want to talk too much about it. But I think if they're finding that they have in small doses or in the way they are researching it, that it actually has a positive effect.
Yeah, I also want to.
Then that's amazing.
I also want to say that it also has people have some bad trips too, like bad experiences. Not everything is good. So that's another thing I want to say because I don't want to sound biased here because I'm not up for it. I'm not against it. I just think it's very interesting. I've never done any psychedelic drugs just because I'm fucking super scared. Understood. If I had the balls to do it, probably I would. But I don't really have. I don't want. I don't know.
I know, but in the end, this is still research. They have to have good and bad outcomes so they can know what to do, what to change, and the type of people they need to look for. You know what I mean? Because maybe there are certain things more than just PTSD. Let's say.
Yeah, they were. What I read here is that actually it's here. Let me see. What? So yeah, it says in the 1950s, UK psychiatrist Dr. Humphrey Usman began giving LSD to treatment-resistant alcoholics. So basically, he was giving this to like alcoholics who were treatment-resistant. I assume that is like people who didn't want to be treated. Self-explanatory. I don't know.
Oh God.
So 40 and 45% of those that took the LSD were still sober after a year. Other researchers duplicate his result. So it has been done after him, and it has helped alcoholic people to a 40 and 45%, which is not more than half. So,
but it's still an outcome, it's still working for some people.
Yeah, we
always know that no matter what you're trying to do to better yourself, if you're suffering from something, there is a good outcome and there is a bad outcome.
Yeah,
whatever you try, it will never treat two people the same way. So that's why them doing this research and them continuing it and actually finding people they can treat, it's so very important.
Yeah, I think they have to expand the research on that, like to find the sweet spot. If it really helps, I think it's a good thing because sadly, there's a lot of veterans that are committing suicide.
Yeah, it's a way too high rate.
Yeah, it's sad. After they go to war and all that stuff, they serve the country, they're left alone pretty much. And I think that's, it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't.
So if this helps the people like that, I'm up for it. But it has to be done in a
controlled environment.
No, not. I mean,
I would say so.
Yeah, but I'm not saying like give them psilocybin, get a trip, and you're cured. What I'm saying is like have the good research so you know what the fuck you're doing. Like, don't say this microdose could help you and all that stuff. No. Actually, put some shit together and like step by.
That's why they're doing the research. They probably need to do a lot more and then find people that are actually willing to go through that, knowing that it can go either way.
Exactly. But yeah, it's like kind of shady in a way because like 40 to 45%, I don't think it's very high. It's high, but it's not.
Yeah, but if you see the amount of people they've done it to, it's not that many.
And when I mean by shady, it's like I want to find a different source that actually contradicts this one because this is to me like very pro psychedelics. So I want to find a different source but I really didn't have time to do that. I was
you can check
because
later,
I want
but at
because
the same time, it's not necessarily pro. It's just that's the information they have.
yeah, but there's certain. I mean, you guys can read it. I'm gonna link it. You can link it too and give me your. I mean, you can read it too, and you can give me the what you think about it. But I read the whole thing, and it was like I felt like they were very pro.
Okay.
Doing it, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Like they ended in a note that the research is like in the baby, like on development, so it's not a definitive. It's not a definitive answer for it, but they leave it open, like it could be, like.
Well, yeah, the research is still very young, you could say.
Yeah.
So that's all the information they have. So they are hopeful that it may be able to change the way people going through depression and suffering from PTSD or anxiety may be able to help them. But honestly, they don't know until they do.
Yeah, and granted, this is CNN, so it's a fairly credible source, and
If you want, after we're done here, you can check.
Yeah, I encourage you guys to read it. It's an interesting read. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, I mean, it's food for thought, like, it gives you something to think about. Like, this is very fucking left field. Like, a lot of people see this as fucking hardcore drugs, but I don't really think they are. Like, there's a lot of people like doing that stuff that are just normal citizens,
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're like me, that you barely know anything about those drugs, then you can think either way, that they're hardcore, they're too much.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the perspective you look at it too.
Also, if you're very
that's another thing that I would like to sit down with a person who's very or either a Christian or a conservative person that is against all this shit, just to know what they think. Like, what do you think about this stuff?
Understood. Yeah.
I think it would be cool to get that perspective, because there's very like the libertarian approach is everywhere pretty much. You always see that, like, freedom here and freedom there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
understood.
It's very difficult to find, like,
you want to see a different point of view of what you've normally seen nowadays.
Yeah, because mostly what you see and you find on the internet is very left, and I want to see like something. Well, not really. It's not very left, but when it comes to stuff like this, it's either very positive for what I've researched, which is not. I don't know, man. What I found for this is pro stuff. I haven't like Googled something different, so that's why probably I haven't found anything.
Yeah, that's
so I gotta Google the other side of it.
Yeah, because you find what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you try to find something against it, you will find it. It's just
that's what I want to do.
You've been looking for everything pro.
No, not really, because I haven't researched, like, look what I put on YouTube. I put psilocybin help. Yeah, I guess that's fucking positive.
Yeah, that's extremely pro.
And then I'm gonna link.
Has
the video
it helped? Oh yeah, it's helped.
Let's do a small experiment. I'm gonna put does not help mental health. Not help mental health. So let's see. Yeah, the first thing that comes up.
There you go.
Psychedelics and mental health safety. So that's probably how to do it. Psychedelics and treat depression. Robin Carhart Harris. This one psychedelic depression treatment. This is all YouTube videos. When I put on YouTube psychedelic help
Google.
Mental health.
It goes either way. Yeah. It all depends. It literally depends on how you write it.
Would you ever do a trip?
Nah. Nah, not even if I'm offered. I'm scared. I'm too scared of my own mind, bro. Broski. No, but seriously, I don't need drugs to go on a trip.
But it's not a drug if you take psilocybin. That's actually,
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Well, psilocybin comes from the mushroom.
I think I've seen a movie of people taking mushrooms. I'm good. I'm good. dude, I'm scared of my own shadow. I don't need drugs. I really don't. It sounds like I'm a chicken or
No, you gotta respect your opinion. That's it.
No, it's just, I'm not going deep into that, but
come on.
My imagination is way too over the top. Like, I don't need.
That's what I'm telling her always, to write a fucking book. Write a book. You could write a book. She wrote a fucking. Dude, we should put this out there.
Why?
So people can see how good you are. She wrote a small play. And she showed it to me before I was. Who am I? Before I
when we were
was
friends.
into reading. Yeah, before I was into reading, I never read a book in my life. Really, I never read a book in my life, and that shit kept me on the page. That's how interesting it was.
But it was short. It was a short screenplay.
But it was really good because the end. The thing is, it builds up a character with either she's crazy. Well, not crazy. That's a bad way to put it.
Yep.
She has what the fuck she had?
Schizophrenia.
Yeah, she had schizophrenia, or she was pursued by a monster. Was it?
Yeah.
Or by a demon or some shit like that. It was It was something like that. She was either pursued or she was seeing it in her head. So at the end, the way it ends, it's like, is it the fucking monster or is it she's crazy? Come on, give it to me.
It's an open ending.
Yeah,
open to interpretation.
And you're the only one who knows about it. You don't even want to tell me.
I told you.
I don't remember. You never told me.
I told you. It's open because I thought of both. And I actually wrote a second part, but I lost it.
Ah, shit.
So, it's open.
Yeah, but it's really good. It's like, it shows your talent when it comes to writing. Even though it's a short story, you've
very
shown
short.
Yeah, you've shown talent. You have to hone it. You have to develop it. You know, you never know where it could take you. Look at me, I'm doing a podcast like a jackass. Hey yo.
I write from time to time.
This is not a talent at all, but I'm trying to hone the shit out of it. Okay, it's gonna be my intro.
God.
I even changed the song, baby.
I see. No, but the thing is, for those who don't know, when I write, I tend to write sometimes what I dream about, because my dreams tend to be so vivid that I feel like I'm actually living it, and then when I wake up, I remember it to the point where I write it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't need no drugs. Sometimes it's way too scary.
I don't need no drugs, baby.
Oh God. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'll publish that story. Maybe I won't. Because honestly, what am I gonna do with it? It's a short story. There's literally nothing you can't do with it.
Well, you don't have to literally like follow that story. You could use that same character for something different. You know, you could develop that character into a different story. Or, you know, you never know where it could take you. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta develop your writing.
I feel like if I expand on that character, I'm gonna mess it up.
Why are you so negative, dude?
Because I'm positive about everything else. I need to be negative about something.
Come on, dude. Like, you need to be negative about the one thing that you like. First of all, that's the most important thing. Apparently, so you don't like it anymore?
No, I love writing.
So what?
It's a love and hate thing. I'm gonna be negative. Oh, I'm still gonna do it, but I'm negative about it. Shut this shit
down, man. I've had enough.
I've
had enough of your bullshit, woman. No, but really, man, come on.
You say that until I write again, and you want to read it.
I'm gonna want to read it for sure. I'm gonna be your first customer.
Hey, you remember when I wrote something when I was drinking?
Yeah, you lost that too, right?
No, it's in one of the 5-6 notebooks we have over here.
That was so fucking crazy. Like,
I was drunk, so I don't remember what I wrote.
Dude, but like, you wrote a fucking page in 5 seconds and you went to sleep.
I was drunk.
We were drinking we were drinking at my apartment over there in Puerto Rico, and then
like 2 years ago. No,
more than that.
3-4 years ago.
I don't know, something like that. Anyway, we were drinking some vodka.
Some vodka.
Mother Russia.
Oh my God.
some vodka,
We're gonna get banned.
And then I don't know. I was watching TV, and then you said, "I want to write something" or some shit like that. And I said, "Okay, whatever." You grabbed the pen, and then you grabbed the thing.
Notebook.
The notebook, and then you laid down on the couch, and just starting fucking boom, 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 line after line, line after line. Like she didn't stop.
I was in the zone.
You weren't, yeah, and then you fucking fell asleep, boom, like a rock. It was so bizarre.
I needed to write it. I don't remember what I wrote, but I remember for some reason you liked it.
You were out cold. No, I remember what you wrote. It was something about, fuck, it was
Do
about.
you remember what I wrote?
Yeah, it was about this woman who was, she was part of a tribe or some shit like that.
Insightful. No, I really don't know.
You don't remember? Yeah, she was part of a tribe, and then she was. Oh my god!
We'll find the notebook. It's one of the 5-6 notebooks we have there.
You have. I don't own a notebook.
You do.
Oh yeah, the ones from school.
You own 2 because I gave you one, and then you bought the red one.
Because you gave me a small one, I think.
It wasn't small. You said it was too girly.
Exposed again.
Sorry.
You suck, dude. Can you keep a secret? I didn't want to say that. I know that's what I said, but I just lied through my teeth because I didn't want to say it was. I didn't want to sound like a manly man asshole.
No, but it was very girly.
Yeah, it was pink, right?
Sure.
What color was it?
Black.
Was it black?
It was black.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's just the pages had so many small designs. That was the girly part. I don't own a pink notebook. Who do you take me for? I don't own anything. Well, I own 2 pink shirts now, but before that, I've never owned anything pink.
Yeah, you kind of hate pink.
It's not hate. It's just...
Why do you hate the color pink?
I never hated the color pink.
Why?
Shut the fuck up. It's just...
Tell me, woman.
I've never tried the color.
You never what?
Like... I never bought myself anything pink because I didn't think it looked good on me. And I prefer blue.
No, you prefer black.
You prefer black.
Yeah.
Everything you own is either black or gray.
Yeah. I have a colorless life.
Oh, wait. You own red, too.
Yeah, but I don't use it.
Not anymore, but you used to use it all the time. So your colors are black, gray, and red.
I'm boring as like that. The colors. I mean, I'm just over the fucking clothes things. I spend so much money and so much time and effort just fucking trying to buy nice clothes, and it's really just a waste of fucking time. Or you realize, like, I mean, unless you gotta go somewhere nice, you know, you gotta have some nice clothes.
Of course.
But like every time you're gonna go out, like have a T-shirt with a small logo that costs you $25 when you really can have almost the same T-shirt for $5.
Yeah, but
it's not that I'm cheap, but it's like putting into perspective the stupidity of people that want to be like, oh, you have a Ralph Lauren shirt. Wow, you must have a lot of money. You have a nice watch. You know, you get into the cycle.
Understood. Yeah.
That it's like, come on, man, it's not worth it, really.
Yeah, if you're buying something not for the quality, but because of the brand it's
vanity, really. It's like, you know, and I really got into that bandwagon like really bad. And I realized that I was so stupid. I spent a lot of, you've seen how many shirts I have?
Yeah.
I have like 25 fucking button shirts that cost me like $90 each. A lot of fucking money that I spend on that shit.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that much.
Yeah, it's $60 or more.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
There's shirts that are expensive, dude. And it was all to look good. I'm being 100% honest.
Well, you liked looking good.
Yeah.
So
I like the shirts. Don't get me wrong; they're very pretty.
And the jobs you had before, you actually needed to use them. So
no.
Oh.
Well, I just needed a white shirt. I didn't need a striped $90 shirt.
I'm trying to save you here.
No, you don't have to save me. I mean, that's the beauty of getting older and understanding shit like that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting mature and understanding material stuff is not really what makes you happy.
Yeah, I want to say that I learned that, but I grew up buying sale things on sale.
Yeah, but that's good because that gives you a perspective in life that a lot of people don't get. You know.
Yeah, sure.
What do you say? Yeah.
What do you mean, like, perspective?
Well, it gives you the perspective, like it shows you the value of money. It shows you that you really don't need expensive things to, be happy. There's a different perspective that a lot of people don't see.
You're
like
right.
A lot of people just walk around buying expensive stuff just because they feel like they need to look good. Because I've been there. They buy expensive cars and all that shit. They go into all that debt just because they feel I'm generalizing. It's not everybody, but they go into that mood. Like, I know a lot of people from where I grew up, they're like that. Like, they depend on the material shit that they have, and it doesn't matter if you have an expensive car, expensive shirt, clothes, watch, whatever, man. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you're going to look for what makes you happy. And you're going to put layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of shit. Then when you look at yourself, and then you're going to say, what the fuck do I have? I have a bunch of expensive shirts, watches, cars, but I'm not happy.
But that's the beauty. You grew up.
Mm-hmm.
You learned from it.
That's my perspective. I mean, granted, it doesn't have to be the perspective of different people. Obviously. But me being in that situation, they're like, do you see all the watches that I have over there, like fake watches and shit like that? I even bought fake watches like that. How ridiculous is that?
Well, I bought fake watches.
Yeah,
they
but
look nice.
Expensive, ridiculous fucking watches.
Yeah.
Just to make appear that I had money.
Mm-hmm.
That's that was my mentality.
And it makes some people happy to show off money, I guess, or it makes them feel secure. It's understandable if you want to buy something because you like it, without actually looking at the.
I'm not shitting on people who like that definitely
stuff. If you have the money and if you like it, buy it. It's good to treat yourself. It's just don't try to be materialistic and buy expensive things just to look the part.
Yeah,
because that doesn't bring you happiness.
Yeah, I'm just really speaking about really what went with me in my life. Mm-hmm. Maybe I was going through a lot of shit, and that was my way to cope. Or I don't know. I guess where I grew up, like people had a lot, like they have money and they like did the same things, all dressed the same way. So you want it to look, the same way.
Yeah.
So you end up doing the same things in the same pattern. And then when your life changes so drastically, you go away from everything. You analyze that stuff. It's like, come on, man. And it's really been that shit has been all my life in front of me. Because I've had people who had shown me that is not the way to go. And I'm talking about my family over there in Puerto Rico. They know who they are. I'm talking about the 3 motherfuckers that look alike and their parents.
The most amazing people in the world.
Yeah, shout out to that family. I love you guys a lot. You know who you are. If you're listening, thank you. You're probably not, but fuck it.
So we love you.
Yeah. But yeah, they showed me a lot. Like, even though I seen them like how they are, like the humility and all that stuff, they didn't care about all that shit.
They're so humble.
Yeah. I had it in my fucking front, on my fucking face all the time, but I never realized that I did not need all that shit,
Mm-hmm. And it's understandable, they were there to show you something different, but the other part of everything was everybody else around you was growing a certain way, and that's also what you saw.
Yeah.
And besides, you were a kid growing up. Kids think stupid thoughts.
Yeah, but I'm grateful for it. I mean, I learned a lot. I've learned a lot. That's why all my shirts are black now. That's the explanation. Long ass explanation.
No matter what happens, one needs to be proud of their past because you learn from it. You grow from it.
I own it, man. It's really, it's so good to become mature. Because you can look at yourself and say, dude, you were so stupid.
Exactly. And that's the long ass explanation of why you
dude,
have
why would you let me go on a tangent like that?
You know why?
God.
Because it needed to happen.
Not really. I probably bore the shit out of people.
Talking about being materialistic and learning from it? No, not necessarily. You know, you could say the same thing about talking about me writing.
No.
Boom.
Roast it.
Roast it.
No, but I think it was, I don't know, I went on a big tangent, like.
It's okay. It happens all the time. If they're listening to us by this time, they already know we talk shit. We talk a shit ton of shit.
Whoever's listening to this, you're the GOAT. Because it's been almost an hour and we're just talking.
Really?
Dude, fucking 50.
See, this is what happens when we're together. We talk a lot of shit.
Fucking
but
50.
You know, it happens. But I do want to segue to something a little more serious. Before we sign off.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. In our island, Puerto Rico, there's been quite a few, how do you say
Earthquakes?
it? Earthquakes, yes. I was going to throw a Spanglish over there. There's been a few earthquakes since the 28th of December. But the big ones weren't until Three Kings Day. It was the 6th, right, of January?
I believe so. I don't know.
And, you know, almost every day from then on, it's been from 4.0 to the biggest one, which was on Three Kings Day, which was a 6.5. So going all of that, schools are closed. They don't know when they're going to start school up again. Some of the houses are unlivable because everything happened in the south. It wasn't the whole island. It was just mostly the south that was hit with all of this. And it's crazy because so many people are living in tents. So many people are scared right now, to the point where I was talking to my family earlier today, and in the video call you see my brother got out from the chair, and not the chair, the couch, and when he sat down again, my mom at that very second asked, "Did you move?" Because she felt the couch moving. People are suffering from PTSD just because of all of the earthquakes, big or small, and they're up north. I don't even want to imagine what the people in the south are feeling, because a lot of them lost everything, their cars, their belongings, their homes. They're living in tents, and the government are doing
nothing.
Yeah, nothing. They're doing the worst. And literally the governor said that people were happy, that people were okay, in a few interviews. But then you go to Facebook, you see what's going on, and it's horrible. It's sad. It's depressing. So many people with young children, so many families taking care of their older parents and grandparents, and they have nothing, and they're literally waiting for the kindness of the rest of the people on the island, of artists, and anybody that goes and actually either physically goes and helps them, or people that donate through the people of the island, because nobody trusts the government. Nobody's giving anything to the government so they can distribute, because it's been well known and well recorded that they hoard it for themselves and their friends. They don't give the things to the people of the island, and it's horrible. Yeah,
they've discovered like 7 warehouses full of aid for the people.
Confirmed 13 warehouses.
Holy crap!
Yeah, at first it was the one, and then they went up to 7, and then they confirmed 13 because they send guards to protect the rest after somebody found one of the warehouses, and they took photos, they took videos, and people were just extremely pissed.
Yeah. How come that fucking help never gets to the people? I mean, I don't get it.
No, it's just it's very corrupt over there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad because...
But yeah, I mean, you can be corrupt all you want, but come on, man. That's fucking help water, fucking diapers for the babies, fucking baby food. Like, come on, man. Why would you want to put that on a warehouse?
Literally
like, get it out to the fucking people. It doesn't make any fucking sense. You could be stealing the money, but if you have the stuff over there, just fucking give it to the people who need it. Like, don't be an asshole.
And it was well known that all of those things were there from 2017 when Hurricane Maria hit the island, and everybody needed it. Everybody needed the water, the stoves, because there were stoves, there were blue tarps for...
Yeah, I remember everybody scrambling for fucking water. And
all the
water that was wasted. Come on, man. That's fucking ridiculous.
Because everything expired, because they hid it from everybody, from all of the residents, and so many people died because they were drinking water from contaminated water, because they didn't have neither clean water nor a way to clean that dirty water. And so many people got sick, and so many people died from that. And people died because of lack of electricity, because so many things, to the point where people have PTSD from what happened, and they are all so angry right now. And it's so not fair that even after 3 years and earthquakes go through the island, they still don't give anything to the people that suffered, until somebody found out that there was a warehouse and let the rest of the island know. And that's when
that guy or girl is a hero, or woman or man.
It's a man. He found it, and he live streamed everything. And if it wasn't for him, nobody would have known, because the government wasn't gonna let anybody know. Yeah, and
that's so bad. But I mean, what can you do? It's
horrible.
Man? You just need to get the fuck out. The government needs to get the fuck out. Like, do
you need to clean house?
This is a very controversial opinion, but I think it needs to be done across the board. Like, they need to cut the fucking salaries of everybody. I don't care who the fuck you are.
They need to cut the salaries because they're giving away money.
It's not that. It's like, if you pay him $30,000 a year. Like, whoever's going to take that position is because they really want to do good to the country or to the fucking island, whatever. It's just they keep... they keep making so much money, and they don't give a fuck about anybody else, you know?
Yeah, because...
that's not a solution, granted, but it's a start, man. Come on, just let them go. Fuck you. If you don't want to be there, that's how much we're going to pay you, because you suck. You don't do shit.
Mm-hmm. It's just minimum wage on the island is $7.25. Most everybody makes that. The thing is, there's so many labor laws over there that people are just scrambling. Most people have part-time jobs, because full-time jobs is almost impossible to find over there.
Yeah. I was talking to James. I was talking to the one of the triplets, and I don't want to say a name, but he's been looking for a job for 6 months, dude.
There's nothing over there.
That's crazy. 6 fucking months, no job. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's just everybody pays minimum wage. They give you minimum to no benefits, and it's so fucking hard. And then you have the government trying to give more salaries and
not only
to
that,
the lawyers, to the other politicians.
Not only that,
not doing
dude,
anything for the rest of the people.
Like, you have to wait almost 2 years to be a permanent employee. What the fuck is that? So you don't have any job security for 2 years? Come on, man.
Plus, you don't get health benefits for
2 years, dude. 2 years.
2 years?
If you're not a permanent employee, how come you're gonna get health benefits?
I don't
I don't know.
I don't remember the amount of time that it was. But yeah, it's a long ass time. It's horrible. And they can just fire you if they want. They don't need probable cause.
Yeah, any cause for it.
And, it's something that it really needed to be said.
Yeah, it's good that people are aware of what's happening over there in the island. Horrible. It's just sad. It's bad.
People are trying to fight, but unfortunately, not everybody on the island wants the change. Or they think that people actually... the thing is that people protest, and some always appear and say, protest does nothing, just wait until November, which is when we will vote for the whole change in the government. But some people, for as much as you want change, they won't or can't, or I don't understand. They just won't be part of the change. They don't care enough. And I don't know. I just needed to get everything out of my chest.
Yeah, it's a small little rant.
Yes.
So we went back to a negative note. I just want to say this because I think that's enough. We have an hour already and it's kind of late. I just want to end on a positive note. There's a lot of bad news going around. Like 2020 have started like in a bad fucking in a bad note. Yeah, it's been fucking. This is January
27.
No, 97. I mean, yeah, 27.
Yeah, it's to the point where people are saying February 1st is going to be the new year.
Yeah, it's been a long fucking January with all the shit that's happened, all the tragic losses. The coronavirus now in China. Fucking the Iran bullshit.
The fires in Australia.
The fire. Dude, there's been a lot of stuff.
In just 1 month.
Yeah, and when I get to social media, everything is negative. There's a bunch of memes too, which crack me up sometimes.
That's the thing we need, memes.
Yeah.
Memes and the thing I show you on Twitter about the post office.
Yeah, so my point is mostly... I found this website, which is called Good News Network, and I think it's a good news network only. Like,
well, it is called Good News Network. Come on.
I know, but it could be a name. Come on.
But come on, how are you going to call yourself Good News and then put a shit ton of bad news? It makes no sense. It
doesn't matter, dude. I mean, it's just America. People do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, I don't know.
How are you so sure that page is American?
Dude, come on. Just let me say this. I just want to go to sleep.
I know. Sorry. Dude. I know. I'm sorry.
You suck.
Yeah, I'm tired too.
Come on, dude. You're just messing with me. You don't sound tired.
Well, it's easy to mess with you when you're tired.
I'm pissed.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we need to end.
What happened?
I need to go to the kitchen.
Yeesh. Well, if you wouldn't have interrupted me, it would have been done.
Okay, then finish.
So, anyway... I found, allegedly, or confirmed by Francie, that is a Good News Network page. I'm going to link it. So if you guys are looking for news, you can look for positive stuff too. Because there's really a lot of shit's going down and everything's fucking negative. And we need some good news. Just one of here says, heartwarming video shows a FedEx driver secretly shoveling snow off a customer's front door.
No, that's nice.
So stuff like that is what we need to see. We don't need to see all the bad stuff. Yeah, we need to stay informed. But I think we all need a little bit of positive in our lives every day. Look at this other one. Rather than slip into a depression, a man quits job, sells possession, and travels the world with a ferret. So stuff like that, I think it's positive, and I think it's good for everybody to, listen to the good stuff too. Okay? I think that's all for now.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I'm not going to say anything else. You already told me. You
okay.
told me.
Take it easy, guys.